You know what? This inspection just failed. Just kidding, that's actually my house, but if that was an inspection, it would have failed. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the most common reasons why you fail an electrical inspection in the kitchen. Now, it's way too late to have to relocate that receptacle, but that is something we need to look for on the roof. We have to look for the plug spacing, 2 feet and 4 feet. When a countertop gets broken up by some kind of appliance or sink, we need to start our plug spacing within 2 feet of that appliance or sink and then maintain the 4-foot spacing afterwards. But why they fail in the final is way bigger. We need 5 circuits in the kitchen. We need 2 small appliance branch circuits. We need 1 dedicated circuit for the dishwasher and the disposal. We need a dedicated circuit for the microwave, and then we should have some kind of circuit for the lights. Let's talk about that small appliance branch circuit. It can't have any other circuits on it. The only thing we can share is like the nook, maybe a clock receptacle. Nobody does that anymore. And the refrigeration equipment. That's about it. And we need 2 of those. Next, the dishwasher and disposal. Why can we put the dishwasher and disposal on the same circuit? The 50% cord and plug rule. So the appliance doesn't take up more than 50% of the circuit. It can share. So the dishwasher and disposal typically go on the same circuit. Perfectly legal. Now, get this question a lot as an inspector. I've got a switch that controls the receptacle behind the dishwasher. Does that meet the intent of the code? No. The code is very clear. Receptacle for the dishwasher must be adjacent to the dishwasher, not behind it. Now keep in mind, everything we mentioned has to have GFCI protection, so we got to make sure that our GFCI protection is also readily accessible. What does that mean? Able to push the reset button and test it monthly. So that means no devices behind the refrigerator, behind the microwave, anything like that, which brings us to the microwave. Microwave pulls close to 2,000 watts. That's a dedicated circuit all day. So the 5th circuit, the lights. Now, it doesn't have to be a dedicated circuit pulled to the kitchen. It can share the living room, it can share other rooms, but it can't be on any of those other 4 circuits that we just talked about. Now, GFCI has got to be readily accessible, so typically you're going to install a standard device in all those locations, behind the refrigerator, behind the microwave, underneath the sink. You install a standard device and then install a GFCI breaker because we can't reach the reset buttons. This one's really common, box extensions, spark guards. Typically what happens, you'll install your box flush with the sheetrock, contractor will come back, they'll install tile in front of that. You just failed your inspection. They tricked us on this one. They added the word non-combustible. So it used to be just combustibles like wood and things that would, actually be a hazard, but now it says non-combustible. So we can't have our box set back more than 1/4 inch from the non-combustible surface. What does that mean? The freaking tile. So your box must be extended. The finished surface is now the face of the tile they just installed, and